that is an interesting quote. Well, look, y'all know this. I love the Niners, I guess more than anybody on set. Y'all know I'm real Niners gang through and through. But when I think about it, the Cowboys are worse to me than the Niners were good. Like, if I think, are the Cowboys this bad or the Cowboys this bad or the Niners this good, Joey, I was like, George Kittle is good. He's really good.
Yeah.
But is he 3 touchdowns, 3 catches good? That's a career high for him.
He was last night.
I was like, Brock Purdy is good.
Yeah.
But 4 touchdowns, no picks, good?
He was last night.
That's a career high for him. Fred Warner is good.
Yeah.
Fred
Good.
Fred good. Hold up.
8 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 pick. I said, God, dog.
He was
I counted him
last
as the
night.
X factor, but I said, Fred, is that good?
Last night he was.
I'm thinking to myself, the Cowboys must have been that bad. Because the Niners, as good as they are, and I picked the Niners to go to the Super Bowl, they're not doing that to the Eagles. As good as the Niners are, they're not doing that to the Chiefs. As good as the Niners are, they're not doing that to the Bills. But they did it to the Cowboys. So, Joy, are the Niners just that good, or are the Cowboys that bad?
I think that the Niners are just that good.
Okay.
I think the Cowboys had a bad night. Where I will agree with Micah, talent-wise, I don't think that they're that far off. But we can take a step back from the disaster that was last night and admit that the Cowboys are an extremely talented team. They have great players. What is the difference between Bosa and Micah Parsons? I think Bosa's better right now. Micah's not far off. You can go down the list of players talent-wise, and we think it's pretty even. They got a Super Bowl winning coach. They have a great offensive mind and Kyle Shanahan. Like, we did it. We did it before the game. That was our opinion before the game. We did it on the big screen. I think we all still remain the same on most of the things that we said, despite this one regular season game. However, you do. You like it.
I was you, Jay. I was you, Jay.
You don't like it.
If I would have knew that was going to happen, I would all that stuff been different.
Listen, they're going to make you some liar. They're going to make you a liar now. The Cowboys are going to make you a liar now. Why I have to say the Niners is, one, I got to give some credit to the Niners. I mean, it ain't no rivalry. You beat a team 3 times in a row like this, ain't no rivalry. We just better.
That's like bullying a little bit.
It's rude, actually, especially what they did last night. Everybody was watching. It was low-key disrespectful. Brock Purdy has 8 straight regular season starts with 30-plus points. They have the #1 scoring defense. They have the #2 scoring offense, tied with 2 giveaways, second fewest giveaways in the league with 2. #3 total defense, #3 total offense, #3 rush offense. Like, they are at the top in all of these very critical categories around the league. And we used last night these regular season games as a barometer for where you are as a team. We know that it doesn't matter when it goes to the regular season. It's a whole new season. It might be a different team. You might have a player out. Like, once you get to the postseason, it's a different conversation. But the reason why these games are so big is because it judges where you really are. Jerry said it before the game. This is going to be a gauge for how good we really are. We know the Niners are a really, really, really good team. And we know that they're capable of going to the NFC Championship game and under Kyle Shanahan going to the Super Bowl. So it's not that I think the Cowboys are going to lose like this badly again next week or the next time that they come up against a really good team. But I think that the Niners are capable of doing this to bad teams, and they're capable of doing this to teams that we think are pretty good, at least, in the Dallas Cowboys. And that should tell you where the Niners are.
You know, the Niners, if we all watched the game last night, right? The Niners are just that good. And the reason why I say that is because the Dallas Cowboys defense didn't make a play.
Not one. Forced a fumble.
1 out of 4 quarters.
They made one.
Right? They made 1 play. Other than that, Kyle Shanahan and this offense made the Niners look like, made the Cowboys look like, y'all shouldn't even be out here with us.
Get off the field.
And the reason why I say the Niners are just that good, because watching that game, there's no way, and Micah has to say that. You playing in the National Football, you can't get up there and just say this team better than us and all that, whatever. But watching that game, there's no way that the Cowboys think they could beat the 49ers if they played again tomorrow. Like, I don't care what you have on your roster. There's no way that what just happened, you could think that you could come out there and beat the 49ers. They didn't make a play. They made 1 play on defense, and they made 1 play on offense, and that was the touchdown pass to my man in the corner that Dak Prescott threw. They made 1 play on each side of the football.
That's crazy.
Right, and they did not make a play in the special teams game. This game was clearly dominated by the 49ers, and I just think the 49ers are that good of a football team, and they displayed that. I've been a part of games like this to where I've been with the Packers, we undefeated, Broncos undefeated, and walking off the field when the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I'm like, they just better than us, period. Like, if we play 10 times, they're going to beat us 10 times. They just better than us this year. Right? And I've been a part of some really good games where I'm walking off the field like, nah, they not better than us like that. This ain't one of them games. The Cowboys walked off the field, and I know Micah can't say it. I know Coach Mike can't say it. Dak can't say it. They just better than y'all right now. And y'all got to get back to the drawing board and get back to figuring some things out, because that wasn't it.
Yeah, I think that the Niners are just that good. I will say that. And I can understand what Micah's saying. He's just saying, like, DNA-wise, we really match up.
No doubt.
He's right. Wide receivers, they cut.
I can't agree anymore.
But what I'm saying is this matchup-wise.
Yeah.
Wide receiver, if we just looking at paper, you would say they match up. That's the reason why you have to agree with me is because before they play this game, we were saying that.
No doubt.
Right? Because y'all told me it's going to be a great game. Two good head coaches, right? Two good coordinators. Solid quarterbacks, right?
Good defenses.
The running game, everything you talk about. But then in the third quarter, it was like preseason again.
Yeah.
I see all type of backups. I'm like, who is that?
Them boys was on
I didn't see McCaffrey take off his jersey.
They was on the sideline eating sunflower seeds.
So my thing is, I think the Niners are just that much better because on every level, they dominated. Like, we're used to seeing the Cowboys on defense dominate. We talk about how fast and physical they are. When I watched that game, I said, they not that physical. I seen the Niners being real physical. Listen, we running downhill. They ran downhill a lot. And then when they wanted to throw the ball, they was completing everything. Brock Purdy, I know you didn't like what I said, but he is the second best quarterback in the NFC. Playing right now. I mean, his mistakes are so small. Every quarterback and player makes mistakes. But some quarterbacks that make mistakes are picks, right? Some quarterbacks hold the ball too long. Sack fumble, strip sack fumble, stuff like that. When I watch him, his mistakes are maybe the ball's too low or too high or maybe he's a second late on a read. But you still are completing passes.
It was one contested catch, and that is when Brock Purdy threw it behind Ayuk, and my man Gilmore almost got his hands on it and picked. Other than that, them boys was wide open. There was nobody around the Niners receivers catching it. They was wide open. I don't care, in the red zone, in the middle of the field, backed up. Them boys was wide open.
I'm with Joy in the sense that, like, it's not a rivalry anymore. And I don't think the two teams are comparable. I'm no longer engaging in a Niners-Cowboys debate. I can't, and I used to lead that debate. But when I think about it, Purdy is better than Dak Prescott, at a minimum when they face each other.
Oh, that hurts.
This is going to hurt you worse. This is going to hurt you worse. Shanahan is better than Mike McCarthy, at least in the present day. The Niners defense is way better than the Cowboys defense, at least right here, right now. Christian McCaffrey is better than Tony Pollard, no doubt about it. Niners skill positions are way better than the Cowboys skill positions when you go top to bottom. So you can't even engage in a Niners-Cowboys conversation. Cowboys got to go sit down somewhere. And not even in the same room, not in the same house, relatively not even in the same state or country. Just go sit down somewhere.
They kicked out of the house. See what you do, Dak.
I see you didn't disagree with the Shanahan.
See what you do, Dak.
We're going to talk.
I mean, I really got no fight today. You know what I'm saying? I got no fight today.
Maybe
Sometimes you just got to take it on the chin. This is one of them days.
Well, before we head to break, tomorrow, two-time All-Pro 49ers linebacker and really the hero of the game, Fred Warner, will be joining us on the show. 8 tackles, sack, forced fumble, interception. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. We're going to have a big-time show. That's tomorrow on Speak. Cannot wait. When we return, we got to talk about the Patriots, because what in the world is going on with Bill Belichick? 2 embarrassing losses. Come back for it next on Speak.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.